Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Nuggets News. Today we've got a couple of special guests on the channel, and that's Austin and Nathan from Free Market Token. How you going, guys?
Good, good. How are you?
Awesome.
Good, thanks guys. So I met these two in Queensland at crypto meetups about a year ago now, and you guys have been working hard behind the scenes. So what's the backstory behind how you got into Free Market Token?
Well, we started trading probably 18 months or so ago, maybe a bit longer. We saw some gains, as did a lot of people trading back then. And we were looking for a way to be able to actually get the money out of crypto. And back then, our business partner actually has a software development company. He's got 5 offices with nearly 100 staff. And so we decided to try and build eBay for crypto.
Exactly, and that's the area for people at home that you guys are trying to compete with and create and get that world of crypto and all the benefits that it has. So, what's the eCrypto store and how does it fit in with the free market token?
So eCrypto store is exactly like Austin mentioned, like an eBay style platform. And the idea behind it is that you can use fiat currency or you can use crypto to buy and sell pretty much anything, giving people the opportunity to set up a store, sell goods, whatever. And now, how free market token came to be is once we got to the stage of a working platform, we realized half the problem is trying to protect people because in crypto, it's not a two-way street. You can't recall a fraud transaction or something like you can traditionally speaking.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of, dodgy players in crypto. So, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to make sure we're protecting people, both the merchant from some fluctuation of volatility and also the end user from people not delivering goods or services that they promised.
Fantastic. I'll just bring up the store now for people to look at, guys. So this is the eCrypto store. As you see here, very similar layout to eBay and those other platforms. And what's the benefit, guys, of having all this on a blockchain in terms of payments and trust and all that sort of thing?
So a few things. Firstly, obviously, you get to see that transactions are happening and they're verifiable. That's typical blockchain stuff. But more so on the advertising side of things, what we wanted to do is use the concepts similar to like basic attention token in the sense of paying for people's attention and getting them engaged with brand advertising and marketing. So when someone's, let's say, advertising on the platform, they can, instead of just paying the platform, obviously we need to make some money to keep the platform going, but realistically we want to get the people engaged with brands that they believe in and get that sort of reciprocity happening. And the best way to do it is through like tokenized economy,
And what's the benefits? I know I've seen some huge fees for sellers from the little guy all the way up to the big sellers. So what's the sort of savings that you guys will be offering?
So eBay is about 10.8% currently for the standard merchant. We're down to about 1% fees. So we want to save a lot of money. And then also subscriptions. If someone hangs on to some FMT, firstly, it reduces the fees. Secondly, it offsets subscription costs. So instead of paying $30 a month or $549.95 for a power seller, it's actually no subscription cost whatsoever just from hanging on to FMT.
Well, I guess one of the other things too is when a new merchant sets up, we're actually airdropping them FMT so they can actually reduce their fees immediately.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's all the ways that you guys are going to try and bring people to the platform, and that user base is going to be key to success, I guess.
So we've got a few different ways, channels to market as well. We're working on some major influencers, like global influencers through social media. So we just about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, signed a deal with Jason Stone, Millionaire Mentor, on Instagram. So he's got about 3.7 million followers off just 2 of his accounts. And he's really behind the project. He loves it. And so he wants to help bring on the merchants, bring on the user base. And by incentivizing people to set up and then having them already with some FMT, they can use that to cover costs straight away for transactions. So it's essentially like a free, like a upfront free offer for a merchant. No cost to set up and no ongoing fees.
Cool. So what stage of development is all this at now, guys? And have you had much other interest, people really looking forward to using the platform?
Yeah, we've had a lot of interest. We're about a week and a bit off launching version 2. By the end of the token sale, we should be integrating all of the tokenomics or most of the tokenomics, escrow, all of that sort of stuff. So we're sort of talking inside of the next 30 or 40 days. We've also got, I guess, as far as bringing on customers goes, we've also got some very good strategic partners. So, for instance, in the Philippines, we've got the ex-CEO of Sanyo, who's working with electronics providers and things like that.
Yeah, fantastic. The other thing I was going to ask you guys was eCrypto Store is just sort of one of the things you're working on with the free market token and the other platforms, or augmented reality is something else you're looking to go into with the free market token, I believe. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, exactly. So we've already signed a deal with one augmented game, which is, if you can imagine, Clash of Clans meets Pokemon Go. So it's kind of like a battle game and whatnot. And they've already, collectively, we've pulled a deal together with one of Australia's top unis, which is going to integrate with their student app. So they've got 15,000 users straight away. It's going to take the FMT wallet and integrate the game, and it's all like map-based. So it works hand in hand, and it's got the same function from the advertising about incentivized marketing. So people can actually interact with in-game advertising or location-based bounties to earn FMT and then use it back in the crypto store. And that's the second platform. So we've got a handful of platforms that we've already got earmarked to come on board. It's just a matter of when the timing's right.
Yeah, I was going to say, so what else is the future plans in terms of other things you'd hope to launch in the coming years with this?
Well, because of the way that we've actually set ourselves as a token layer between them and any future platforms, it's really simple because a lot of it's just API integrated. So, for instance, whether it's custody of characters in the AR game, or whether it's location-based mapping, or whether it's incentivized gift marketing or ethical bribes, really, we've just set it up so that other platforms that really are congruent with where we want to go are able to integrate, and we can collaborate with them.
Yeah. So
awesome. Yeah, sorry, you continue, Nathan. Yeah.
Sorry. So we have the opportunity to fit into a loyalty area quite easily as well, because it's common ground, a lot of loyalty programs, and we've already got one major platform that's coming.
You can't say too much, yep.
I can't say too much yet, but it's coming, and that's going to be a very large loyalty style play. But the issue that they have is their loyalty programs are generally localized, and they've got an issue with how much they can spend in each location. Whereas if you can all of a sudden bring it together online, call it eCrypto Store loyalty, then all of a sudden they've got to pick and choose from anything that's available.
Cool. Now, speaking of ethical bribes, guys, we don't do any paid promotions on the channel, but you guys are running your ICO at the moment. The platform itself is being built on top of NEM, which I love to see as well. But you guys are accepting Ethereum and Aussie dollars through Polypay and stuff for the token raise. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Anything else to add in terms of details for people and what stage is that raise at and all that sort of thing? How much are you trying to raise?
Yeah, our hard cap's 12 million US. All the details are on freemarkettoken.io. We also, because we've moved faster than we sort of expected in the development side of things, and because we're now already looking at our second platform, what's happened is the white paper isn't actually up to speed to where we've actually got to. So I'm currently working hard on bringing the white paper up to catch up to the project, if that makes sense, because we jumped a few extra hurdles faster than planned.
I think that's a good problem to have.
It's almost ended up like the white paper was a case study for eCrypto Store versus a white paper for free market token, but it does explain a lot of how it works on the platform.
Yeah, that's awesome, guys. So, any other final thoughts you wanted to share with people about either the crypto store or free market token or anything in general?
There you go.
Yes. We have got a little bit of news. We're pretty excited. One of the other projects that we've been working on for about 18 months, that's been lodged 2 months ago officially with ASQA, is Australia's first accredited advanced diploma in applied blockchain. So that's exciting. It's just pending approval, and that's
Not far off.
Not far off.
So as this industry is maturing and people say, "Oh, do you have any qualifications?" You know, you guys can sort of say, "Well, we wrote the book." That's I like it. I like it.
No, one step better. We found people who are experts that wrote the book.
That's awesome, guys. Great to see good active members of the community, guys. Check out Free Market Token, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having us on the channel. Really appreciate it.
No.
Appreciate everything you do for the community, Alex.
Awesome. Thanks, Austin. Cheers, guys.
Thanks so much. Cheers, guys.